Hi, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Energy Healing. Happy solstice. Today is the longest day of the year, but also a lot of light is happening. And if you're at all into any kind of energetical, mystical stuff, this is a huge, huge transition that humanity is going through right now and jumping into fifth dimension level. And this might sound weird, or if you don't really understand it, it's totally fine. It's all about raising our vibration so we can change this reality and jump out of the darkness that we are in. So I'm very excited. And welcome if you're here. My name is Mor Yelvington of Essence of You. And tonight I wanted to talk to you about guilt. It's something that's becoming a lot for a lot of my clients. And it seems to be the theme of the week. It's so interesting how working with people, the same kind of things are coming up for a lot of people. So later on I might have to do a class about that. So let's tune in for a minute. Just disconnect from your day. Take a deep breath in and let the day go. And just really tune into guilt. And what does that feel like in your body? And in what areas of your body are you carrying guilt with you? And if you can feel or sense or get an idea of where in your body you can feel guilt, and if you can just kind of tune into the main things that are causing guilt in your life and the main things that are activating the guilt in your life, would you destroy and uncreate all of them, please? Yes. Right, around, good or bad, pan, pakal, nature, boys and beyonds. And that funny statement is the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. If you want to know more about that, just go to theclearingstatement.com. Dr. Danier explains it beautifully. I don't want to get into that. It's kind of long. But basically, it's an energetical wand. And when we do energy work, we find the beliefs that you're holding in your body and we clear them from the core. And this is very fast and dynamic, so you can just immediately feel a change. So if right now we're talking about guilt and you're feeling really heavy, after we pull and change it, you'll feel lighter and you'll feel more, hey Barbara, you'll feel lighter and you'll feel more connected to yourself. So that's how you can tell stuff is working. When one of the biggest access tools is if something is light for you, it's right for you, and if it's heavy, it's a lie. So when we bring stuff up and it's heavy and then we clear them, you get this relief. And that's what people get when I work with them on these things. And that's how you know you're shifting and changing. And it's very fast and it's very dynamic. And what's going on right now, actually, and bumping our vibration up is making fast happen a lot faster, making transition happen faster. So we don't need to operate from the darkness anymore. We don't need to operate from guilt anymore. So a lot of times guilt lays beneath the layers of other things that come up. Hey, Jenny. Thank you for being here. So a lot of times the guilt comes up at night, and that's why I'm talking about, is guilt keeping you up at night? Because it's one of those things that we don't really tend to listen to during the day. We're too busy at other things. And so at night, this stuff comes up. Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Why did I buy this? Why didn't I buy that? And I think a lot of times around the holidays, guilt comes up because we feel like we need to do more. We didn't do enough. All this stuff. Now, a lot of us have this kind of like feeling that we need to be, that we are responsible for everything, that everything is on our shoulders and we take care of everybody. If it's our family, if it's our friends, we carry this burden, right? And so if we're not holding ourselves to that par of burden, then we feel guilty. So everything that is and everything that brought up, would you now destroy and uncreate it all, please? right or wrong, good or bad, pat and puck, online, short boys and beyonds. And if you want to clear this stuff, just say yes. When I'm talking about it, I know it's bringing up heaviness. So just clear it by saying yes, and you'll feel the release. So I want you to, again, close your eyes, be in tune with your body, and connect to where you're feeling guilt right now in your body. And what does that feel like? Is it causing specific pain in specific areas of your body? If it is, I want you to really connect to that. Okay, so find the places where you're holding guilt in your body right now and really tune into them. And on 3, we're just going to release it. So we're going to count to 3 and let it all go. Okay, so everything that's causing you guilt and keeping you up at night, will you now destroy and uncreate it all, please? Yes. Right or wrong, good or bad, pat and puck, all 9 short boys and beyonds. Take a deep breath in and release it on 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. To never return to your body or to this reality ever again on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So I want you now to think about the thing. When I say the word guilt, what is the first thing that comes up for you? Okay, what is the main thing that's causing you guilt right now in your life or keeping you up at night? So a lot of times, this is coming to me also, a lot of times we feel guilt about not feeling something, or about yes, feeling something, right? About feeling anger, about feeling frustrated, or feeling guilt about having money where other people don't have money in our family, or having certain things that other people can't have. It's all this idea of we're not good enough. So everything that is, would you now destroy and uncreate it all, please? Yes. Right or wrong, good or bad, pat and puck, all 9 short boys and beyonds. We have guilt about not being good parents, about not being good spouse or wife or husband or partner. Okay, so all of that guilt, I want you to bring up everything, the main thing that's causing you guilt right now in your life and keeping you up at night. I want you to bring that up. And I want you to ask yourself, who does this belong to? Does this even belong to you? Or is all of these just judgments and expectations of this reality and has nothing to do with you and who you are as an infinite being? So if that got even a little lighter by saying that, just return to sender of consciousness attached, all of that. And if there's more heaviness left to that subject, what you're dealing with right now in your life, what you're feeling guilty about, get that feeling. And everything that's creating that in your life right now, will you now destroy and uncreate it all, please? Yes. Right or wrong, good or bad, pat and puck, all 9 short boys and beyonds. Deep breath and let it go. And now we're going to just acknowledge it. And I want you to notice something. The main thing this guilt is doing is distracting you from doing what is causing you guilt. Okay? So the only thing this guilt is doing is distracting you from doing what is causing you the guilt. So everything that is, and everything that's bringing up, would you now destroy and uncreate it all, please? Yes. Right or wrong, good or bad, pat and puck, all 9 short boys and beyonds. And do you understand what I'm saying when I say that? So, for example, if I feel like today I wasn't a good mom, I didn't spend enough time with my kids, and I'm laying in bed and I'm like, oh, I should have spent more time with them, blah, blah. What is that doing? Instead of me spending more time with them, I'm just guilting myself for not doing it, which is creating more of that, because my point of view creates my reality. And the more I think that I'm not a good mom, the more not being a good mom I'm going to create. Where if instead I would lay in bed and be like, okay, today was busy. I was super busy. I was giving energy and attention to all these other people in my life. I want to give more attention to the little humans I'm raising. What can I do? What would it take for that to happen? See how that energy is different. See how you create more when you're coming from choice and not from judgment and guilt. So everything that is and everything that brought up, would you now destroy and uncreate it all, please? Yes. Right or wrong, good or bad, POC and POC, online short boys and beyonds. Because the other part of it is we're always in the wrong. So when we're doing guilt, we're always in the wrong of us. So even if, let's say, we just made a ton of money and we're guilty and we feel guilty because our family doesn't have that, we're putting us in the wrong even for our own wins, which takes away from that, right? So we keep in this cycle of like, we have money, we lose our money because we feel bad for having the money. So focusing on that takes it away, creating more of that. So everything that is and everything that brought up, would you now destroy and uncreate it all, please? Right or wrong, good or bad, POC and POC, online short boys and beyonds. Okay, this is a huge subject and there's a lot to go over. Guilt is huge in our society. Being raised Jewish, there's a lot of Jewish guilt. But I'm sure a lot of you, even if you're not Jewish, grew up with that kind of guilt, right? A lot of parents use guilt to get their kids to do what they want. And sometimes I'm sure we fall into those patterns as well. So there's a huge subject here that we can dive into, of course, not right now. But I just wanted to give you a little taste and just to release some of that, especially right now for you. So hopefully this was a contribution and I hope you're feeling lighter. I do want to do one more thing. So we brought up the subject that's causing you guilt and keeping you up at night. And we sent it back to, we asked who does it belong to, return to center of consciousness attached. Made it a little lighter, but I feel like you guys still have a little bit there. So I want you to bring it up, bring back that energy of what's keeping you up at night, this guilt that's keeping you up, okay? I want you to bring it up. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull the energy through you and out the other side and send to Creator. Now, I don't want you to stick, I don't want it to stick in you. I want you to just pull it through you, okay? And if you aren't used to doing energy work, that's totally fine. You can imagine it, you can feel it, you can smell it, you can sense it, you can see it. We all perceive energy differently, and it's totally fine. So just take a deep breath in. Connect to that, bring that up, and on 3, we're going to pull it through out the other side to never return to your body or to this reality ever again, okay? So deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. So just pull it all out, breathe with it. You can move your body if you want, if you feel it releasing. Just let it all go. And everything that's created to that and everything that's related to that and everywhere you've decided that this is yours and everywhere you bought this guilt as your own, would you now destroy and uncreate all of that, please? Yes. Right or wrong, good or bad, POC and POC, online short boys and beyonds. Awesome. I hope this was a contribution and gave you some relief. I would love if you write in the comments how you're feeling, if you have any questions. I don't know if I can see all the comments, but if I can't, I will answer them later. I wanted to remind you that me and Fiona have our Unleash Yourself course on a super sale this month, or not really a month. It's kind of like until mid-January. We discounted it hugely for the holidays because we truly believe that everybody deserves the gift of healing. And we would like to reach as many people as possible. We know that Facebook and the algorithms is really hard to reach people. So if you could share our post and share our lives and comments, that would be hugely, so much gratitude for that. And really appreciated because that's the only way we can be in the light and be happy and healthy. And that's what we want to create, a world of happy, healthy people from the inside out. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a little longer than normal, so I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful night. I love you dearly, and I'm so grateful for you. And I just want you to know that the darkness is over. We are heading to the golden age. We from today forward, it's going to get better and better. And a lot of times it doesn't look like what we think it should, but just trust. Trust that you're always loved, you're always taken care of, and everything always happens for the best, even if you don't feel like that in a moment. I love you. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you soon. Also, don't forget that Fiona has a free tapping session tomorrow. So if you want to do that, you should check it out. Love you. Bye. Thank you so much for being with me.